Otis, you in there?
Sam Talmadge, you old grizzly bear, how are you?
Otis Allen, you old bullfrog, I'm fine. How are you?
Well, I gotta tell you, I'm tired. I've been stitching bales all day. This here's the last one, but it's getting dark, too dark to see.
Smells good in here.
I smell these hops, yeah.
Prime hops, Otis. Oh, aromatic. Good resin. Smells like 40, maybe 45% acid.
Smells like money to me. Look here. That Santa Rosa grade AAA, bitter in hops, 1885 crop.
You think this official Appalachian thing's gonna work out?
Well, we'll see. So tell me, Sam, how's it that you're lowering yourself to visiting me here in the Laguna?
Well, Otis, I know you're not gonna. I got something to tell you, and I know you're not gonna hike up to Green Valley because the altitude gives you the nosebleed.
Well, I bet I already know. I heard at the Grange meeting that you're giving up on hops farming.
You cannot keep a secret in Sebastopol. Well, it's true. I've let out all my fields on shares.
Who to?
Chinese, mostly.
But Sam, the price is gonna go up next year.
Otis, you have been saying that every year since 1858, when you and Amasa Bushnell was the only hop growers in California, and the price has gone down every year since then.
That ain't true. Many years, you and me both, we got $1 a pound.
Yeah, you and me both could only grow 500 pounds an acre.
Well, how much did you get this year? What'd you yield in your new hop yard with the poles and the overhead wires?
2,500 pounds.
Well, there you go.
But I'm only gonna get, I'd be lucky to get 25 cents a pound for them.
Oh, no. We're going to do a lot better than that. You know, there's been a flood in China and a drought in Czechoslovakia. I think we're going to see 35 cents this year.
I just can't stand the uncertainty. If I'm gonna lose money, I'd rather lose it on harness racing than on hops.
Speaking of which, I heard you're after Jim Gannon there to have him sell you your trotting horse.
Well, why would I want to buy a horse named Lizard?
Well, they say the Lizard made it from the Sebastopol Grange to the Santa Rosa courthouse there in 40 minutes.
Yeah, and that was in the mud, pulling Jim Gannon's old sulky on a dry day in a Chicago cart with a windscreen. Lizard could beat 30 minutes.
Well, yeah, I think so. On a dry day, my Christian's horse will take him.
Oh, you talking about wind splitter? No how, no way. That nag, well, she has the speed, but she don't have the wind.
Are you gonna buy Lizard?
Well, we'll see. We'll see how bad the hops beat me up this year. One thing's for sure. Next year I'm betting on the racing, not on the hops. Let the Chinese bet on the hops. They like to gamble.
I have never hired color to any sort. My pickers is always white. Well, I got one fella, he's walked all the way from Kentucky just to pick my hops.
Yeah, but Otis, even you have to admit that these young white folks are too proud and too lazy to pick hops. Well, they work 8 or 9 hours and then they lay off the rest of the day. And they laze around camp drinking beer and playing the banjo.
Oh, come on, Sam. You're too hard on them. Young folk, they gotta let loose at picking time. You know, you put 300-400 people together in the same place at the same time doing the same thing, well, they're gonna have a party.
Otis, it's not like the old days. The camps is full of gypsies and highbinders and floozies and dipsomaniacs of every stripe. That's right.
Does that have anything to do with your niece?
Oh. You heard about little Maddie too, huh?
Miss Maddie ain't so little anymore. She's almost a grown woman and a hop-picking fool.
I hear she picked 350 pounds last year.
347, I reckon that's a world record.
Unfortunately, she's out to set the world record for spooning in the moonlight.
I don't know what you mean.
She came back from picking hops in your field last year with mud on the back of her dress and weeds in her hair. And she says she wants to stay overnight in the campground at your place next season. I fear for her virtue.
What are you saying, Sam?
I'm saying, Otis, that I want you to promise that you won't hire little Maddie to pick your hops next year. Now, I've told her I'm getting out of the business, and I want her to get out of the business too.
Well, if that's how you feel,
That's how I feel.
well then enough said.